Hi there. In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 18th chapter of Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal, titled Souls in Torment. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. Padre Salvi conducted a dull and lifeless mass that day, while the elders were busy discussing the upcoming town fiesta and the purchase of indulgences for the salvation of souls suffering in purgatory. As the elders talked, Sisa arrived carrying an offering for the priests, fresh vegetables and Padre Salvi's favorite fern. She went to the convent kitchen to arrange her gifts, but the sacristans and convent staff ignored her, except for the cook who spoke to her. During their conversation, Sisa learned that Padre Salvi was sick, and she wouldn't be able to talk to him. She was shocked to hear that her son Crispin had run away with Basilio after being accused of stealing 2 ounces of gold, and that the civil guards were already on their way to their house to arrest her sons. The cook laughed at and mocked Sisa, blaming her for failing to teach her children good morals and saying they took after their worthless father. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. Padre Salvi led a mass, but it was dull and lifeless due to his illness. The elders in the church were busy discussing the upcoming fiesta and buying indulgences for souls in purgatory. Sisa arrived at the convent with an offering of vegetables, but was ignored by the sacristans and convent staff. Sisa learned from the cook that her son Crispin had run away with Basilio after being accused of stealing 2 ounces of gold. The cook laughed at and mocked Sisa, blaming her for her children's troubles and saying they inherited their behavior from their useless father. Important characters. Sisa, the mother of Basilio and Crispin, who brought vegetable offerings for the priests. She went to the convent to talk to the priest, but found out he was sick and wouldn't notice her. The cook, a convent worker who spoke to Sisa. She informed Sisa about her son's involvement in the theft of 2 ounces of gold and gave harsh words about her family. Crispin and Basilio, Sisa's sons, accused of theft and now on the run, causing the civil guards to pursue them. Padre Salvi, a priest who led the mass that day. He was dull and unable to bring energy to his service due to his illness. The elders, town residents busy discussing the upcoming fiesta and buying indulgences for the salvation of souls in purgatory. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The chapter took place in the convent, where Padre Salvi conducted the mass and the elders held their discussions. Sisa also went to the convent kitchen to deliver her vegetable offerings. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. This chapter shows the deep sadness and helplessness of a mother who cannot protect her children from false accusations and suffering. It portrays the plight of the powerless in society who are easily oppressed. It also highlights the lack of compassion and concern from those around her, like the sacristans and convent staff, who ignored Sisa's struggles as a poor mother. The elders' reliance on indulgences for the salvation of souls shows the deep influence of the church on people's lives and how it is used to profit from them. The mockery and ridicule Sisa faced from the cook is an example of the injustice in society, where the poor and powerless are easily judged and mistreated. This chapter emphasizes the need for justice and equality, especially in times when the oppressed and poor have no one to rely on but themselves. And that concludes the 18th chapter of Noli Me Tangere, titled Souls in Torment. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.